Barcelona. This is their 6th game in England since the birth of the Champions League, and the first 5 have generated 25 goals. 2-2 at Manchester United, 2-3 at Newcastle, 3-3 at Manchester United, 4-2 at Wembley against Arsenal, and then last year's 3-1 defeat at Stamford Bridge. You never expect it to be blank when it's Barcelona.
No, the significant thing in a lot of those games as well is immediately after half-time, if they were struggling, they came out like fury.
Alfonso, Luis Enrique, went over Hart.
In fact, I rather thought, Mills is injured halfway up the field here. I thought that there might have been a call for Danny, you know. I thought they might have had Danny on up front with either Alfonso off or drop Rivaldo back into a central midfield area, a deeper position.
Danny Mills was involved in a little clash in the very early seconds of the second half. His fitness was in question right up to the last minute anyway, and David O'Leary's seen enough of his players slumped on the ground, hurt. His physiotherapist Dave Hancock, new to the club this season, is on. Must be just about the busiest physiotherapist the Premier League has ever known. And there is one more patient potentially for his ward. Well, that's nice. Barcelona haven't forgotten their manners. Leeds are playing with 10 at the moment, though. Dominic Matteo has slipped into centre-half in place of Mills. Now returns behind Friel. Tackles it.
That's a bit harsh.
That's not quite cricket.
But don't talk about cricket. They were showing the cricket match before, weren't it, with the Spanish journalists. They couldn't figure out what it was all about.
England have won in Karachi today, haven't they? On by Smith for Viduka. There's Bowyer. Down the line by Smith now. Here's a bit of space for Viduka. Crosses between Matteo and Bowyer. Simão's got it clear. Luis Enrique. Xavi. Alfonso. And by Sergi. Luis Enrique's going. Robinson has come. Dribbled away from Rivaldo.
That's a great decision. I must admit, when the ball was being there's a little bit of dye on the ball, you thought that's going to hold up. Keeper was very definite, came, cleaned it out brilliantly.
Sergi. And inside of Kelly. Xavi. Cocu. Simão. Xavi. Luis Enrique from deeper this time. Sergi has come over to the right-hand side for Barca. Well taken by Xavi, but Woodgate was close to him again.
He has been exceptionally strong in the tackle, reading the script.
Friel committed himself, and Smith could profit here. Abelardo has come across gruesomely late and has showed a yellow card.
You know something? That for me should be a sending off. I know he's a million miles from goal there. Abelardo has no other intention in mind. That is the old man, the old, if you like, continental type defending. He's come out to clean him out deliberately.
Friel. Simão. Luis Enrique, Simão. Hooked it away from Mills and beyond Woodgate. Nearly got through to Alfonso. Kelly got up just high enough. Alfonso has kept it in. Sergi is behind him. Sergi's right-footed delivery. Simão's gather. Hart jockeying. Alfonso, that's a smashing turn, and a smashing block by Bakker, and then the clearance by Woodgate. Pressure from Barcelona, you've got to expect this now. Sergi. Alfonso. Luis Enrique. He's gone down, the referee's close, he's given nothing. Rivaldo has the ball. Simão's going to have a strike. Hart was the charger down again.
I think where Leeds were very fortunate there, and rightly so. I think the referee was in a great position to see that. I think if the referee had been another 20 yards off the pace, Leeds might have been facing a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty, but certainly most situations. But this is what's worrying now. They're getting through time and time again now. They're getting runners in from midfield, and Alfonso looks as if he's got a bit of desire for the game.
Bowyer's header forward. How strong's Viduka? It's a good turn by Mark Viduka. Puyol close to him. Viduka's cross and Duquel at the near post. He's looked well pumped up as well. But here's Alfonso for Barca. Simão is onside and he's kept it in. He has Rivaldo in the centre. Simão's cross. Kelly dealing with it. That was clean enough on Jarry. Viduka pushing Smith wide, just a bit too wide. Sergi's in there with him.
Yeah, it was sloppy from Viduka there. Smith had made a great little crossover run. All the time in the world, Viduka to play a ball up alongside him and favour him, didn't.
Simão. Rivaldo. Luis Enrique. Cocu. Simão. Oh yeah, that was cool. Very cool. What is going through a man's mind when he's able to play that sort of pass in his own penalty area with Rivaldo in the same parish.
See, Bowyer's complaining there. He's released himself to spring at that.
On towards Rivaldo, Mills.
That's good agility, that. That's good agility from Mills. He had a problem with players both sides of him.
Isaac's header away came to Viduka. And Viduka's charging through the middle. Abelardo's across it to Leeds corner. That'll do for now.
Yeah, good positive cross from Viduka. You just wonder about him. He's a big, powerful guy. Sometimes he likes to play a little airy-fairy stuff. I would think Dave O'Leary would be quite... That's what he would want more from him, that drive. His power, his pace, his build, if you like, would frighten defenders to death.
Bowyer's corner. Woodgate going up, but though he was the closest Leeds player, he wasn't especially close. Luis Enrique penned in, but found a way out. Gary Kelly very close to Simão. Goes against Olivier Decourt. Sergio. Alfonso. Sergio. Rivaldo. Luis Enrique. Xavi. Cocu. Matteo's come to meet him. Cocu has stepped away from Matteo and from Decourt. He's had a pop, he's got a deflection. And he's won Barcelona a corner. Got a couple of goals in the tie when Leeds did last lose at home in Europe to PSV. The PSV signed shirt is still up in reception at Ellen Road. Abelardo is forward for the corner. Luis Enrique. Oh! That is a sensational save from throw by Robinson. That is a high-class save. Just look at this.
Well, this is phenomenal. I mean, there's no chance that's a goal. But that is a magnificent save. Great balling, great header, magnificent save.
Xavi's corner. Picked up again by Sergi. Xavi. Simao. Well, I've got to say I was calling goal.
I must admit, it was unbelievable. I'm not sure even that captured quite how quick that came at him.
Alfonso, who can't believe it, surely. Part. That's a great release. Viduka. Bowyer motoring ahead of him. Dakor if he can play it early. Bowyer, Smith needs to stay onside.
He was unlucky there. The ball just didn't come up alongside Bowyer quick enough. He'd have hooked this one in, but he stands this in brilliantly, Luis Enrique. Alfonso, great header. He'd have counted that. Oh, that tells everything. That is, he's held his hand up. That is a great save.
Just the 10th first-team appearance of Paul Robinson's career.
And I'm just wondering if the future England manager, or whoever's going to get it, might just be very intrigued by this lad's performance tonight.
Rivaldo. Simao.
It's
up into the air.
It's a continuous probe now, though, isn't it?
Rivaldo got a touch. Dakor was on the edge of the penalty area gladly for Leeds because Xavi had a shot in mind. Cocu has tried a shot or two already. Sergi's on the ball now. In towards Alfonso. Out again by Mills. He and Woodgate have been a very, very good unit. That they're going to be more and more fully tested as the game heads into its last half hour. Smith's getting feisty again. Simao.
He's fixing a stare on Simao, that's for sure. What are they, both 19 and 20 or something? They'll do well to survive this, Peter. They're coming at them now from all angles.
Simao will make for a cracking finish to the game. Faced by Hart. Backers was the last touch there.
I know it seems strange to talk about front players when you're constantly under the cosh, but I always think front players are so important when your team's having to defend non-stop. You're the guys up front that buy relief. You're the guys that can sort of hold the game up and give breathing space.
Abelardo mistimed his jump. Smith's making a nuisance of himself again here. Puyol up into the air and away. Did well there, the Catalan defender. Challenged by Bakker. Matteo kept it in. Claws onto it now. Xavi is close to him. Hart down the line, and it found its way to Alan Smith. Matteo. Leeds throw. The level of heroism, if Leeds pull this off here tonight, it will be hard to understate. Haven't lost at home in Europe for 5 years. Barcelona haven't won away in Europe in their last 4 games. Leeds have never lost at home to a Spanish side. And Barcelona have a very ordinary record in England. All of that historical precedent of a little more than academic value in the context of what could be a nervous last quarter to the game. Bowyer there, who ended a little sequence as well. The last 8 goals for English clubs against Barcelona scored by Flo, Zola, Overmars, Bergkamp and Canu and York. All non-English players. So after 8 foreigners scoring for England against Barca, Lee Bowyer has ended that little sequence tonight. Alfonso.
See, that's where I don't think he fancies it, Rivaldo. When he drops off in midfield, he get more perfect possession. Up front, he's having to play on a lot of fighting balls.
Sergi.
And certainly Leeds are making him fight for it.
Woodgate in at the back on Alfonso. Danny preparing to come on. Alfonso preferred to him on the evening. Danny started against Real Madrid.
I wonder if it's going to be another one of those low raking ones under the wall.
Nervous wait for the Leeds wall. And then Rivaldo! And Robinson plunged at his near post again. The world's best player has met his match tonight. Rivaldo. Xavi. Hart again charging out. There are some brave hearts in the Leeds side, and Ian Hart is amongst the bravest of them.
Another top save there from the young keeper, though, because he's virtually gone through the whole gamut of Rivaldo's free kicks. And that was a slightly different one, around the outside of the wall. Alert, good save.
Avelada. Luis Enrique. Sergi. Sergi again right-footed. Alfonso. That's routine. Smith chasing the long clearances offside. Here's the latest Rivaldo free kick.
It's a good one as well. Fortunately for the keeper, he's on that side of the goal. Luis Enrique coming up. He has had injury problems over the last, well, certainly the last 12 months, I would guess. But Gerrard coming up, that's a big one. He'll go into midfield or off the front, and he can score goals from those positions.
Danny on,
yeah.
Gerrard on, Reisiger there off.
And Rivaldo going into the midfield. He's going to take the position of Luis Enrique. He's going to play off the front.
And Cocu is playing Reisiger's position. Rivaldo. Tackle from behind by Dacour. And again there's a bated breath. Free kick given.
Yeah, I think he's running alongside him there. I think that's the difference between when you lunge and the fella's ahead of you. I think he's running alongside him there. Has made a genuine effort for the ball. But this lad is a goal threat. Gerrard, we saw it enough last year with Valencia.
Well, this free kick's the right side for Rivaldo. It's another good save with good strong wrists. Sergi following up. It's a good strong tackle by Kelly too. It's going to take something to beat this point. Dacour. The release ball seeking out Viduka. Puyol was with him. Hart. Taken out, but play goes on. Massio trying to feed it through. Hart is up again. Back up. Not straight at Danny. Mills. By Mills on Danny, and I think Mills is being summoned by the referee, and Mills is on a couple of yellow cards already.
He's very fortunate in the first half to escape one. You know, he'll do exceptionally well to get away with it now. The fact that both players are together is calming them, Peter, might just be the difference.
That's good news for Danny Mills. He's got away with that in longer-term disciplinary terms. Rivaldo. Xavi. Simao. Alfonso. Simao. Cocu. Woodgate in. Sergi. Played by Mills. On by Kelly. Leeds at the moment are struggling to get out of their own half. Smith got them out of their own half, but players being held up for a Leeds ball. And here's the most recent of Robinson's many splendid saves. He was so strong-wristed there, actually, that the ball was in danger of bouncing out into a perilous area.
You also wonder, you know, if it's your night, if you're on pure adrenaline and that, on a bad night, that falls to a striker.
So to a degree, he got away with that one, but we're being
I thought he was
nitpicking.
No complaints about his effort. He did very well. He's very strong, as you say.
Kelly out by Abelardo. Gerrard. Sergi. Rivaldo caught on the ball by Bacca. Simao. Forced back by Matteo. Puyol high and hopeful. Mills helped out by Woodgate. Abelardo away from Viduka. Xavi. Cocu now one of three central defenders. Sergi. Gerrard. Good creator, this guy. Good range of pass as well. Danny. Xavi. Xavi's drive. Flick the top of the net on the way through. Player who's emerged big time over the last couple of years in the Champions League, Xavi.
Yeah, it's doing plenty through the air as well. I've still got a feeling the keeper would have got to that one if it had been below the bar.
Rivaldo from deep. Rivaldo's drive from gate. Any limb, any part of the body will do.
I'll tell you what, this is something I think I'd like to see more in English football. This way, this standard of defending, putting your body in front of things, blocking crosses. They're ugly things. Tell you what, the Italians did it in Euro 2000 and they were the best defensive side in there. Leeds are doing it great tonight.
Bacca got up with a dominant header away. And then completed the clearance. Sergi. And then Xavi. And now Alfonso. And then Xavi again. Dacor's tackle.
Oh, a little bit of composure then. I know you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to stand it over the top into the corners for the strikers, but you feel that a little bit more measure on his pass. I know it's hard when you're battling and scrapping and trying to win tackles and so forth.
Simao away from Hart. The cross got a deflection off Matteo. And Robinson came and gathered it ably. Well, it's a danger when a goalkeeper's having a heroic night like this that one over-talks everything he does, but everything he's doing is going right at the moment, including a clearance which has landed at Smith's feet. And now Boya. Can he get a shot away? He's put in Viduka. Duchuel has got a palm onto it, and the ball is squirmed out of the immediate danger zone. Rivaldo. Simao. Robinson punched. Dacor took it and turned cleverly. Viduka. Dacor has continued his forward run. Cocu's tackle. Sergi.
That was a criticism out of Viduka in the first half when he ignored easy people.
That is offside.
Fortunately for him, his mistake hasn't been punished, but you get Dacor had committed himself from midfield, lost possession, and they're back at you.
Leeds are making a change. It is Olivier Dacor who's coming off, and this is Jacob Burns, 22-year-old Australian who's replacing Dacor, for whom it has been a fighting display. Burns here only made his first team start against Charlton here a week and a half ago. Brought David O'Leary from Parramatta Power really to strengthen the reserves. And here he is, playing the last quarter of an hour against Barcelona in the rain in Yorkshire.
And it means Leeds now have got even less experience in their side, particularly European experience.
Danny. Nice touch for Gerrard, through for Alfonso. Teed up for Rivaldo! The flag is up! The flag is up! When the ball finally did squirm past Paul Robinson, Rivaldo found that his effort was ruled offside, and the assistant referee was spot on, and you have to say he's in an active area.
Oh, straight away, the linesman had his flag up well before the ball had entered the net. And you have to also say that Leeds have deserved, if that's a bit of luck, it complies with the law, of course, but if they consider that luck, they've deserved it. But
when he sees the replay, he'll have to accept.
I bet he doesn't.
Smith running through, Puel retreating, rain lashing down. This is a proper European night. Bowyer. Hart. Viduka. Bowyer. Space. That's a good gather by Duchuel. Smith with the hit. If Leeds could get one more, big if, but what a difference it would make to the feel of the place. Hear the noise. Cochran. Foul by Woodgate. Alfonso's free kick. Rivaldo. Alfonso.
Another great block from Danny Mills, though, as Alfonso bore down on him. And there's a even bigger responsibility, if you like, on Bacca now. He's having to play as the anchor, the central man in midfield, and he's also got to keep a weather eye open on Rivaldo.
Mills misread it. Simao played it through. Alfonso there. Look at Woodgate.
Great tackle. Had to be spot on, and he was. I tell you what, Abelardo, through age and whatever, it's hard for him defensively, although he'll keep plugging and coming off a set place. Poyo is having a little bit of a nightmare now. He's not happy at all. His nerves starting to go on him.
Woodgate penalised.
They've got
less than a quarter of an hour to play.
They've got players that they can put in here. Abelardo has scored goals for his country, coming off the corners, and Coco's emerging, and he's good in the air.
Clearing header was by Gary Kelly. This is Simao, the Portuguese. Faced by Burns. Simao's delivery taken away from Rivaldo by Mills, who was the screening defender in front of the Brazilian. It's a corner. Every moment from now on in is a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Leeds. Flicked away by Mills. Leeds are taking a while over a throw-in now. There's the Viking Leeds United supporter, presumably in honour of Eric Backer. The cry from the supporters now is, we're Leeds and we're proud of it. And how proud they ought to be. Alfonso. Rivaldo. Got away from Woodgate, only momentarily though. Sergi. Bowyer biting in. Simao. Flick header was Danny's. Woodgate holding off Alfonso. Kelly needing to be assured.
Just played it a little bit hurried at Robinson.
61% possession for Barcelona. 1 goal to Leeds United. Cocu. Simao. Misread that a bit.
I'm not so sure he went a bit unlucky there, you know. Be interesting that. I think that Simao realised he'd knocked the ball out of his feet a little bit. Pushed him infield. He doesn't really fancy going in there. Hardly a touch. But this might be the most dangerous position Rivaldo's had. A lot of the others have been on the left-hand side of the goal. This time he's got a chance to whip one of his benders in.
How many more chances does Rivaldo want? Nervous faces. Rivaldo, Smith charging it down. He was within half a yard by the time Rivaldo got his shot away. And now it's come to Viduka, and it's 2-on-2 for Leeds. Viduka away from Sergi. And that is terrific covering, you've got to say, by Simao.
Brilliant covering, but I just wonder what would have happened if Viduka had gone down then. Because Sergi certainly caught him in flight as he went past him. I just wonder, I mean, Viduka obviously had his eyes on goal, thought he could break in there. But there's still always a chance for Leeds to add to the score if they can keep one end tight and then a little bit of composure when they win the ball.
Well, Burns seemed to win the ball fair and square there. He's been penalised. No time to stop and look. Rivaldo, Cocu. Sergi. Gerrard. And Woodgate's header. Robinson came to get it.
Oh, that must have seemed an eternity when it was up in the air.
It did to me, it must have done to him.
But I mean, they're never once for keeping a lot of men at the back, Barcelona, but they've hardly got a defender back there now. Anything going forward, you think Leeds can get a little 2v2 or even 2v1 against them?
Burns with the sliding tackle. Xavi, Cocu. Sergi hugging his left-sided touchline again. Cocu going wide of him. Sergi coming in field. Xavi. Simao. Hart across to meet him. Simao's cross. Rivaldo was shaping for an overhead. It came out to Xavi. And then to Sergi. Sergi's hit one. It's come off Woodgate.
Well, they've just camped on there. They're spreading from side to side. To be fair to Leeds, Leeds are keeping a tight body of men in the middle of the box, blocking out shots, stopping headers. And as I say, if they can see this off and get the ball back into Viduka or Smith, they can still go through and get another one.
Simao lining one up and hitting one. Cocu. Abelardo. Rivaldo. Backer in the way.
That's great stuff, isn't it? This is terrific.
Simao. Flags up. Gerrard's was the header. Hey, this is some football match.
And there's always a tendency, they're pushing so many people upfield, Barcelona. There's sometimes a tendency to get your players in there too early. I can't quite see what that was given for there. But people like Gerrard might get anxious now being too early. Whereas they're better, when he was better, certainly on last season's evidence, arriving later in the game.
David O'Leary said that the feeling of winning this game would equate to his first title at Arsenal. It would be his greatest managerial achievement by a long shot. Young and old, and even he, I reckon, even he won't have seen anything quite like this on this ground. Some have said this is Leeds' biggest game ever. It can't be. They've reached the final of the European Cup, but it's close. And it's Smith. It's a foul by Bakker.
No, I mean, it's a tremendously exciting night, and there's a lot of world stars out there in Barcelona. But this isn't the greatest team in the world. They've got some very, very ordinary players. They've got some very good players. I think they've, to be fair to say, they've certainly missed Cliver tonight. They haven't really had a point to their attack. I wouldn't like to have seen him on the end of some of those crosses that have gone in over the last 15 minutes.
It's a fair point. Here's Danny. Woodgate has held him off. Of course, Jonathan Woodgate does have his off-the-field problems, but you can see why people want him to be allowed to play for England. Koku. Gerrard. Sensible thing from Hart.
I don't think he knew where he was.
Did he make contact with the ball?
He was spiralling round there. I think the ball just plopped off his head as he was spinning in the air.
Last 5 minutes. Xavi. Koku. Woodgate.
That's good play.
Well done by Burns. Simao.
See, that'll suit the Leeds defence when they just keep chipping the ball in, because unless one of the central defenders, or Gerrard, or it's a push, the genius, Rivaldo gets on the end of it, you don't really see Danny or Alfonso forcing a goal. Bit unlucky Alfonso with his header, the keeper made a brilliant save from.
Viduka. Burns. Smith.
Full marks for Koku there. Good football from Leeds. Great little build-up, good little sharp ball in from Burns looking for a 1-2. Smith does right to try and hold and turn, but Koku does brilliant there. This is sharp, this is slick. What goes for the return? No complaints against Smith there. Good defending.
Well, in so many senses, this is similar to the Milan night. The weather, the type of opposition, the scoreline, but of course that night Leeds got their goal right at the end and didn't have all this heartache.
Much higher tempo to this though. That was, you felt that Leeds were a bit tentative, played well but a bit tentative because they had not the best of starts to the season. Milan hadn't really got their game into flow. This is a far higher tempo game, this.
And at the moment, Leeds are 3 or so minutes away from getting through the whole of the first group phase in their first ever Champions League without conceding a goal at home. But there is time, and there are players in Barcelona shirts who can ruin that record. Simao. Gerrard. Sergi wide. Here he is. Kelly's got across to cut him off. Sergi to the byline, corner. And the clock, I swear, is slowing.
Now this is where Abelardo can be a threat, Peter.
Up in the air by Bakker, away by Mills. Viduka. Sensible pass, Hart, good pass. Massio, Burns. Tackled by Puyol. Foul by Bakker. And a yellow card for him. And another who's now on 2 for the competition. A competition out of which the mighty Barcelona are a minute plus stoppage time of going. Barcelona. And there is their coach. The whistle can't come quick enough for Leeds. Puyol's free kick. On by Danny. Out by Danny Mills. Danny. Danny's hit deflection. Off Massio, it's a corner. It's almost frighteningly exciting. It's a can't watch moment. Xavi. Out by Smith. Back in by Simao. Rivaldo. Oh, it's working. 4 extra minutes. The man with a watch is a sadist.
I don't know. I tell you what, I could take another hour of this. I think it's a great game.
Yeah, but you're not playing centre half for Leeds. We are.
They don't need a centre half. They've got plenty there at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a credit to all 23 of Leeds defenders tonight. Here's Gerrard. Rivaldo.
Tell you what as well, you know, players get criticised. There's not too much criticism of anybody on that field. I think Barcelona have shown a tremendous spirit. They've matched Leeds to spirit, and Leeds have stuck at it as well. It's been a great game, I think. Enthralling.
Simao. Woodgate out. Koku. Boyer's header clear. Simao. Rivaldo. What call has been given? Xavi's corner. Abelardo's in there. Kelly let it run. When I say all 23 of Leeds defenders, Ron, I mean it's appeared at times as though there have been 23 of them. So heroic have they been. You looked at me quizzically.
Quizzically?
Mills has been like 4 or 5 of them, and Woodgate has been another 4 or 5.
And that crowd's been a bit of a defender as well, hasn't it? That's kept the adrenaline pumping.
Flags up against Viduka. Still another 90 seconds for Leeds to survive. Koku belts it forward. Rivaldo competes. A line by a heart, that's a bonus. Oh, wheels all over Smith. Wow, and Smith has been penalised. Fortunately, the Norwegian referee doesn't understand Anglo-Saxon. David O'Leary's begging for the whistle. Gerrard. Koku. On by Abelardo. Out. Oh, against the post! And Rivaldo! Oh! Oh, that's a heartbreak. So desperately unfortunate for Leeds. Gerrard against the post, and Leeds and Robinson, who have been heroic so long, are finally beaten by Rivaldo 3.5 minutes into stoppage time.
Sometimes you can do nothing about anything. That was a great goal, you know. Great ball in from Koku. Very good header from Gerrard. You think they've ridden the luck, but this is a super finish. He's done nothing all night except that, and he's done that brilliantly. You feel it's the sort of game both teams deserve to win, Peter. They've both put so much into it. But,
well, if you're putting partiality to one side, then you've got to say Barcelona have done enough to get their goal, but how your heart bleeds for that man. And for that man.
Hey, by the way, this is still a good result if it stays like this.
It's a terrific result.
It's still a good result. The onus is still very much on Barca.
That close to progress in the Champions League, that close to eliminating Barcelona. That man has prevented Leeds from achieving perhaps the most heroic result of their history. David O'Leary has reason to be proud, but he won't like the scenes that are going on the field now. because emotions after a passionate night are in danger of getting out of control.
Big problem started there. Poyle and Alan Smith were carrying on a little bit of afters, and then one or two, Sergi and that started to get involved. It's a pity, really, because it's been a competitive driving game, Peter. It doesn't deserve to finish like that.
Well, at the end of all of that, let us not be distracted from the fact that this has been a wonderful, wonderful effort by Leeds, in particular by Paul Robinson, whose saves from Rivaldo and from Alfonso were sensational. Eric Bakker is in tears.